It's extremely necessary for you to be still right now. There might be chaos happening around you right now, or things are up in the air, or things seem uneasy, things are just kind of like going hectic. When you are still, all those crazy things that are happening around you, it literally ceases. As soon as you are still, as soon as you wait in God's presence, as soon as you sit and wait for him to speak to you, as you let everything around you just like shut off and you just sit there and wait for him, I see everything, all the crazy things happening around you just ceasing and dropping, just in a second. As you make waiting on God your priority, all the crazy things around you will cease to have the weight that they have on you. That burden will lighten, and that only happens as you are sitting still in the presence of the Lord. If you feel weary, if you feel like your tank is empty, that you don't have enough to get up and go every day and do what the Lord is asking you to do, or do what you know is pleasing to him, sitting and being still will give you the energy that you need. It will fill up your tank, it will fill up your meter. Things are being added to you. Like as you're sitting still, that's showing the Lord that you are seeking him first. So all those things that you're worried about, all those things that you need, all the things that you feel like you're in lack of at this very moment, it will be added to you as soon as you are still. And I'm sensing that it can be money, it can be finances, funds, it can be a person that will be needing to help you get where you need to be. Any resources or tools that you need will be added unto you once you sit still and you're seeking the Father's presence first. You might in your mind perceive sitting and being still as not doing enough work, as not putting enough action to receive the things that you've been waiting for and praying for. The Lord is saying that is the action, that is the faith that you need, is to sit and be still, knowing that it's not your effort that is bringing the things that you've been wanting for and you've been praying for, but that is me. Because you put me first, I can now add those things into your life. You've humbled yourself before me, saying that it is not I who goes, but the Lord who goes before me. And that obedience is very key. He's saying all these things are happening around you where you feel like you need something, but because you sought me first, that is what unlocks all those things that you said you needed. That's what unlocks the comfort that you've been wanting. That's what unlocks the peace that you need. That's what unlocks the finances that you need. That's what unlocks the resources, the tools, anything that you've been praying for and waiting for. It is coming in being still. You can't just sit and be still once. It's a continual thing every single day. If you have to wake up and the first thing you need to do is sit in the Lord's presence and wait for him to speak to you, do that, because that continual thing, that's showing the Lord that you are faithful to him, that you are faithful to him first, and then everything else comes after. Not your job, not your friends, not your family. Everything else is after. God is first. God is saying when you seek him first and he is your priority, then you'll become first. You'll be put first. You'll be, right now it feels like you're in the back of the line, that you've been waiting. You're like, hey Lord, when am I gonna get where I need to get to? He's like, you will literally go to the front of the line. You will be the head and not the tail once you put me first. But that's the thing. You have to do this, then it's an if and then. If you do not do the if, then cannot happen. And another visual that I'm also getting is like, as you continually sit still, like every time you sit and be still, something's being added to you. Whatever it is that you need, every single time you sit and you're still, the Lord is adding something to you. Whether you can see it or not, he's adding something to you. It's like, I don't describe it. I don't want to make it sound transactional, but just sitting there, that visual I'm getting is I'm sitting here. Bam, something's being added to me. Bam, something's being added to me. Bam, another thing's being added to me. So you need to do that continually and know that things will be adding unto you. When things are being added to you, you're going to recognize, you're going to be like, wow, the Lord told me to do this. I followed his instruction and now look what's happening. Exactly what he said is going to happen, happened. So your obedience is extremely necessary and your consistency is also necessary. It's not just something that you're going to do right now for things to be added into you, but you need to make it habit. Make it a part of your lifestyle that you seek the Lord first. So you sit and you wait until he speaks to you. You sit until you wait until an idea comes into your mind. You sit and you wait until the Lord is imparting whatever wisdom that he needs you to receive unto you, right? Remember, wait for it. You have to sit and wait. So when you're still, you're not just being still for 20 minutes and nothing happens, you leave. You sit and you wait for the Lord to come to you. You sit and wait for the Lord. Create an atmosphere where the Lord wants to be where you are, meaning like there's no distractions, there's nothing that's going to kind of block the communication between you two. So you need to stop the music. If you need to add music, if you need to make sure that you have headphones on, whatever you have to do to make sure that the area, that the environment that you're in is pleasing to the Lord so that he can come in. And that also includes your body. If you need to fast or drink only water before you speak to him so that you know you can hear him clearly, then you do that. But you need to create an environment in which the Lord can rest with you. He can rest with you and you can rest with him, and that you can hear him super clearly. All I keep hearing is more than enough. As you sit still, you're going to have an abundance of what you've been asking for. So you've been asking for, oh, I just need this one thing, Lord, please give this to me. He's like, no, when you sit still before me, an abundance of whatever you've been wanting, an abundance of whatever you've been needing, an abundance, a surplus, an extra portion to where you can give to other people will be added unto you. Not just what you need, but also more for yourself and other people. The picture I have of you sitting and being still is showing God that you are humbling yourself before him. And that's what he needs to elevate you. What you need to get from the place you are to the place that you want to be is humbling yourself before the Lord. And so you sitting still consistently over time and waiting for him to speak to you, to impart wisdom, is exactly what's going to take you from one place to another. It's exactly what's going to elevate you to where you want to be. It's exactly what's going to have other people looking at your life and be like, wow, how did they go from here to here? It wasn't their effort. It wasn't their work. It was because they sat still. You're going to be an example for other people of how to please the Lord. You're going to be an example of how the Lord can elevate you, promote you when you put him first. When you decide that God is first, the Lord is priority over everything else, that shows how he can move you from one place to another. Because when you get to where the Lord wants you to be, he's going to see if you will still prioritize him. He's going to see if you still will be the number one in your life. So that's important. That's why you start now while you're waiting and in lack and when you need things, so that when he takes you to a place of surplus, you're already going to know, you're already going to have that habit in place. And before I go, I wanted to kind of just relay the fact that you sitting and being still is going to give you increase in the area, all multiple areas of your life, not just one area of life, but whether that's finances, whether that's your relationships, whether that's your workplace, like in several areas of life, whether that's with your family, whether that's with like your children, increase will come because you almost humbled yourself before the Lord. While you had less, more will be added unto you.